Immunity.
Who would have thought that this live nomination show would go the way it did? Guys, let's talk about how all the housemates ended up being up for possible eviction, plus this shocker that Big Brother gave the housemates at the end of the live nomination show. Ha!
You are all up for possible eviction this week.
When I told you in my last episode that this week will be very interesting, probably some of you thought I was joking. I guess you can see how interesting the past couple of hours has been since the live eviction show on Sunday that had Tracy and Denari out of the show. Guys, it's how unpredictable this Monday has been. In fact, a lot of things I did not see coming. But we're going to calm down and talk about everything that happened at the live nomination show and even prior to the live nomination show. Let's go. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One, talking the Big Brother Naija Show season 10. 10 over 10, no zero, no minus, 10 over love, 10 over drama, 10 over basketballs, 10 over unpredictability, 10 over everything in between. Ladies and gentlemen, he choke. He do choke. I mean, like, some of the housemates or some of the viewers, the audience already knew that this stunt that Big Brother pulled at the end of the live nomination show was going to happen. But I don't think any of the housemates even caught a whiff of this. We all knew. And I know that in some of my episodes I have been explaining to you, especially when it comes to the prize money for the season, I've been explaining to you how Big Brother says the housemates will have to earn their money. But Big Brother pulled a very big one on them. But before I get into that, right, I would like to divide this video or this episode into three parts. The first part will be about the head of house challenger. The second part will be about the live nomination show and how it actually went down. Then the third part will be about the shocker that Big Brother hits the housemate with. So first, we had the head of house challenger, and guys, tell me you were not surprised. Well, some people were not surprised, but I was. So we had the head of house challenger, and then the housemate had to go against Coin, who was the current head of house, and then he picked Jason G as his house guest. And then we're up to the last three, or the top three men standing. Well, 2 men and 1 lady. So we had Faith, we had Coin, and then we had Zita. And these 3 people had to stand on a plank that had a plain structure in front, and then they had to put balls inside them, balance themselves on the plank, go back and get at least 4 balls into this particular plain structure. But apparently, because they had to move from one pillar to another, and they had to balance themselves on the pillar, they couldn't get the balls to stay. And at the end of a long time, after watching these guys go back and forth, I saw that the first person to get her balls into the plane, that's the first 2 balls, was Zita. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, Zita was named the head of house. And it's very funny to see how this girl actually struggled to get this thing out. She was so attentive, so focused, and I was like, wasn't it not just the same lady that wanted to go home yesterday, that was ready to leave, and she was like, I'm tired? It's the same lady that is actually fighting to become the head of house. So Zita becomes head of house, and then Big Brother was like, choose your house guest. At first, she was like, Big Brother, is it necessary that I pick somebody? Can't I just be in the room by myself? Big Brother was like, I don't understand. There are rules here. Pick somebody. So she picked Kola. And then when I saw that she picked Kola, I don't know, for some very weird reason, for me, I wasn't expecting it. I mean, I had some of my friends who were watching with me say, oh, they expected it because, after Tracy left the house yesterday, Kola was there for her, Kola was talking to her, Kola was trying to make her feel good. Kola just made sure that she didn't feel the absence of Damboski as well as Tracy. So it was only normal that her mind would go to Kola. And again, Kola has never been to the head of house lounge. So it is well deserving for him to actually be chosen as the house guest. So people were like, okay, it was nice. But honestly, I wasn't expecting it, but anyways, it did happen, because I was like, wow, Rooboy, I thought you and Rooboy actually had some things going on when it comes to maybe siblingship or a good relationship in the house. Little did I know that Zita had some plans. Now let's move into the live nomination show, guys. This is the first time in this season that I would laugh so hard when it comes to the live nomination show. In fact, I think that this is the first time watching Big Brother Naija show that I would laugh so hard when it comes to the live nomination show, because this housemates were just, I don't know, the mood that they came in with for the live nomination show was quite different from every other mood. Take it from me. So these housemates were there, and then Big Brother was like, see, nothing different. All of you are going to look for envelopes. There are 14 envelopes right there for you to look for, and then you guys should look for it. Anybody that gets immunity from the envelopes, good luck to you. So he says that these people that are going to be looking for the envelopes are all the housemates except for the most influential player, Faith, who actually won immunity. The ninja came to give him that, and then the house snail, Isabella, as well as Zita, who is the head of house. So these housemates went around looking for cards, and people were just, and I was guessing, I was like, it might be Jason J that might have gotten immunity. Oh, who might it be? And then these housemates come back to the lounge to read what they have in their envelopes. So the housemates were taking their turns to read what they had in their envelopes. And you know, it's very interesting to see how the housemates were guessing who would come first, who would Big Brother call first. So somebody said it would be Kola, and the next thing Big Brother calls Kola.
Kola. Bright Morgan. Coin. Better luck next time.
And this, I think that actually started off the whole fun during the live nomination show. So everybody just kept on guessing, and the Big Brother would call somebody, and then they would all laugh about it. At some point, you know, because of where Jason J found his envelope, a lot of people thought that he would actually win immunity, but he did not, so they laughed about it. Next thing, it was Imisi's turn. It was how she actually even ready for me. She opened the envelope. I thought she wanted to say better luck next time. Like, immunity. I was like, she was like, this girl is a good player. She was so happy in her mind, but she refused to express that happiness. Instead, she was just forming all, oh my God, I didn't know what was going to happen. What's even the big deal about this whole thing? Oh my God. I was like, Imisi, calm down, Jare. We know that you're happy. What was that? And then all the house were like celebrating with her and everything. But I could see the likes of Midi and Joanna. They were like, what? I beg. So we move away from that. I would say congratulations to Imisi. She's not going home on Sunday. We move away from that to the game of the Tree of Trinkets. So Big Brother asked Zita to go there and pick one of the trinkets. She picks it, and then she actually has the card save one. So while I was wondering and watching, I was like, maybe she might actually pick Kola. She decides to save Rooboy. And I was like, well deserved. Again, I did not expect it. Zita is one unassuming housemate, if you ask me, right? I didn't expect it, but the way she calmly called this guy's name, the camera quickly went to Kola. I was like, oh my God. She and Kola might be in the same room, but I don't think they have gotten to the level that she and Rooboy have gotten to. And it's very ironical to see that, you know, before the live nomination show, you know, Kola and Zita were talking about some shifts in the house, and they were talking about Thelma Lawson and Rooboy, and talking about how Rooboy can be thick outside but a softy inside, quite emotional inside, and the fact that Thelma Lawson is not reciprocating the love and everything, it is really affecting him as a person. So they were just talking about that loosely before the live nomination show, not knowing that this girl was harboring some goodwill for her friend called Rooboy. So immediately after the live nomination show, right, or after Zita's turn to save somebody, Big Brother now says, everybody stand up, and he says, you all are up for eviction on Sunday, exempting Zita, Faith, and Imisi. Every other person, you guys are good. In fact, it's possible that all of you will go home on Sunday. And they all stood, and then later on he asked them to sit. Now let's quickly talk about the last part of this video, which is about the prize money. So you know that every week Big Brother will talk about the fact that this housemate either performed well or underperformed when it comes to their behavior and the performance for the week. So Big Brother was like, see, this week you guys impressed me, so I'm adding 7.5 million to your money. So that sums it up to 40 million naira in total. And they were like, yes, okay, no problem. Next thing, guys, Big Brother was like, you guys should hold up. Oh. You people have spent money. They were like, I don't understand. Spend money how? Next thing, Big Brother was playing the screen. The housemates saw that they spent 3 million naira from their prize money. It was they were like, I don't understand, Big Brother. How? What did we buy? How did this happen? Where is all this confusion coming from? They were just asking a lot of questions. Like, it was a confusion for me, guys. The thing read house spend 3 million naira or 3 point something million naira. So at the end of the day, the total amount of money that these guys have as their prize money right now is 37 million naira, about 37 million naira. I mean, this is 3 weeks before the end of the show. The initial prize money was supposed to be 80 million naira, but I doubted that these guys will be able to earn that 80 million naira. That one is not even feasible. But whether they will be able to even leave the house or leave the season with 50 million naira is quite dicey. Remember when Big Brother talked about the fact that when Joanna and Diddy went on their first trip, right? Outside the house, but still within the game, right? He mentioned the fact that this thing that they are actually enjoying will be taken out of their money. I don't even know if Big Brother added that one to the particular house spend that they have. Because the house we were just saying, how did we spend 3 million naira? Like, we do not understand. Is it because of the materials we're always asking for when it comes to the wager? Is it the food? I mean, Big Brother already said we're going to provide food. Like, where exactly is this money coming from? Big Brother is supposed to be explaining to us. But anyways, Big Brother was like, see, you guys, I wish you all the best as you were. So these guys went back. They were accusing each other, saying, see, please, you that you want to order horse for the wager on Friday, please cancel your plans. You that want to order 20 yards of materials, please cancel your plans. In fact, you guys are always sleeping with lights. Like, they became very conscious about the environment. They became very conscious about how they spend, how they behave in the game. So Big Brother also, before he ended the live nomination show, called Joanna. You know, Joanna was on punishment for not, carrying her snail materials very well. Big Brother punished her for that, and now he says that because she has not been doing her job well, she was asked to clean the kitchen. So he warned her and said, see babe, the kitchen is not clean as I want it to be. Oh. And then he says, don't let me warn you again. And then she got really emotional about it. So immediately after the live nomination show, Didi was there to console her. And while she was consoling her, she was using the other hand to say, you guys should not spend too much money, oh. You guys should not spend too much money, oh.
God, this is not a joking thing, so.
Guys, that's when I tell you that this particular live nomination show was really funny, despite the shocker, despite the fact that people could not really predict who Zita was going to save. People could not even predict that Imisi would be the one to win the immunity card. The live nomination show was quite interesting and really funny, and I would like to know what you think about this in the comment section. The show is about to come to an end, and it's how unpredictable this season has been, yet quite entertaining. Am I saying quite? Yet very entertaining, guys. I always look forward to every single thing happening on the show. Oh my god, it really kills me. As these housemates are up for eviction, I wonder how many people will be going home. But you could actually drop your predictions down there in the comment section. Till next time, guys, I got you with more right here on this channel. Remember to enjoy every moment.